see a small child sleeping in a room, where his mother comes into the room and sees him, and then locks the door of his room and goes away. Leaves as soon as the child wakes up and tries to open the door, but it was not opening because the door was closed. Now the child tries to come out of the window of his room. On the other hand, his mother is doing research about someone on the laptop he comes on her desk. It happens. How the bad effect of social media and internet out of is the on window the of his room and comes to the other side of the house and picks up a knife. Then we see that a big evil entity goes after that child. That little child runs away from that evil entity and comes to his mother. His mother gets scared after seeing a knife in her son's hand and asks him to stay away from him, but the child gets very scared of that entity and, in a hurry, he stabs his mother. But we will tell you the reason why the child does this. Now the scene changes where we, at the end of the video, see a girl named Asha. She is recording a video. Then we come to know that she is a blogger who makes a SM of videos, but her videos do not get much reach. Here we also see Asha's family, which includes her mum Sarah, Amir and his younger brother Cameron are dead. Here we see that there's a function in Cameron's school in which Cameron will perform where everyone is going to go. Here everyone decides that they will keep their phones at home because Asha is on her phone all the time, due to which they will not be able to see Cameron's performance. Then everyone keeps their phones at home and go towards Cameron's school. Here everyone is sitting in the auditorium, but Asha is not getting any interest. Why she? That's comes out with one of her friends. There Asha's friend takes out his mobile and tells Asha that a girl has commented on one of her videos, which makes Asha little happy. Whereas here, in the auditorium, a child's father starts talking to Amir. And during the conversation he tells how the internet is having a bad effect on children, and children have become so influenced by a game called Grim Cuddy, hurting themselves, and even that child even killed his mother because of this. Hearing all this, Amir gets very upset because his children also use their phones and laptops a lot. Here, Asha and her friends are talking but Amir comes and forbids Asha to use the phone and make all these videos. After which Amir and Sarah come home with their children. Both of them come home and read about Grim Katie on their phones and get extremely, after which they both call Asha and Cameron and explain to them how the children are causing harm to themselves and their parents due to a challenge. They talk to their children about Grim Katie. I also ask, both Asha and Cameron say that they do not know anything about Grim Katie. Asha also says that both of them will take care of themselves. After which everyone goes to their respective rooms. After which Asha turns on her phone. I see my friend's stories in which everyone is talking about Grim Reaper. Strangest thing here is that the parents of all the children know about Grim Reaper, not know anything about this entity. Asha did not believe in such a thing as Grim Katie at all and make a toast for herself. She goes to Asha's mom. Sarah tells her husband that she believes in her children. They will never do anything like this. While on the other side in the kitchen, when Asha is making toast for herself, Grim Reaper appears behind her, seeing which Asha screams very loudly. Hearing this, her parents come there, but there is no one there. Asha says Katie says that she has seen Grim Katie. Then Amir notices the knife lying down, which had fallen down while applying butter to Asha, thinks that Asha might have picked up this knife to hurt herself. After which he calls the police to his house, where an officer interrogates Asha. After which Asha tells that she was making sandwiches in the kitchen and Grim came there, but the police officer does not take Asha's words seriously and her parents. He also tells his father that the children are doing all this and just because of hurting themselves. After this incident, Amir becomes very upset and he even takes Asha's laptop from her father. She says that she will not take such a step. But Amir does not listen to challenge on the internet and takes the laptop with him. Next morning, Amir calls everyone and tells that they all have their phones and laptops. Amir keeps everyone's phones and laptops in that box. But Asha refuses to give her phone and confronts her dad. She starts struggling for the phone, but then Asha gets a vision of a Grim Reaper and she retreats in fear, after which her dad also puts her mobile in that box. At night, Asha goes to her brother's room and she asks him if he has any laptop, then he should give it to her. Ron refuses, but when Asha scolds him, he gives one of his hidden laptops to Asha, about which her parents did not know. Now Asha Grim is searching about Katie in many ways on the laptop, but she does not find anything because the laptop is running on the home Wi-Fi, so comes to know about it and disconnects the Wi-Fi connection. But Asha does not agree, and after everyone goes to sleep at night, she takes a knife and opens the detox box, after which she takes out her phone from the box, after which Asha talks to Cream on video call with all her friends. Meanwhile, she starts talking about Katie, comes out of his room looking for Asha. Seeing this, out of the house Asha comes, tries to go to her room from the other side to escape from Grim is there. Katie comes and makes a cut on Asha's hand. Asha tries to pick up knife kept in the passy to save herself, but by then Grim has been cut, and then Asha's parents come there. Seeing Asha in this condition, her parents start believing that Asha has hurt herself due to the Graham Katie challenge. Tries to convince her parents, but they do not listen to her. Next morning, Asha asks her to go to school, but Amir stops her, but later on Sarah and Asha's persuasion, he gives her permission. Asha comes to school and meets her friend Cassidy, where she learns that Cassidy's parents also kept their phones in the detox box. Given this, finds it a bit strange because to find out how everyone's parents, Asha, along with her friend Cassidy, goes to her another friend Oliver's house, where she can get phone and internet, but it was a different scene at Oliver's house. The children were doing strange things and making fun of Grim Cuddy. They had even named this party. In the party, they all click pictures, and at the same time Asha's picture appeared. Asha and Cassidy soon get clicked and go to a separate room with Oliver's laptop and search for Grim Cuddy and the detox box, where they learn about women named Jonas. She makes a video call to Amir and asks him to search about Melinda. Jonas, on the other hand, see the post of the Grim Asha's parent in which they see Asha, after which Amir immediately reaches to take Asha. On the other hand, when Asha is out of the party, when she leaves, sees Grim Cuddy, who is not visible to anyone except her. Asha runs away from him upstairs, where Grim Cuddy chases her and starts hurting her. But soon Asha's parents reach there and seeing Asha cutting herself with a knife with her own hand. Amir somehow saves his daughter. Then Sarah and Amir come out with Asha, seeing which all the children present in the party get very scared. Tells her parents, Asha, it is said that Grim was cut there, but his parents did not see anyone there. That is why they do not believe his words. Then Amir gets a notification on his phone which lets him know that Wi-Fi is being used at home. Cameron is using the laptop. Now Amir runs straight towards home from there. Cameron gets the address of Melinda James, but suddenly Grim comes there and hurts her. When Asha's parents reach home, they find Cameron in this condition. Seeing this, sad and blames Asha also for this. Next morning, Asha and Cameron were admitted in a hospital. Asha explains to her mother that Grim Cuddy is real and she is the one who did all this. Her words, but Sarah does not believe it at all. After which Sarah comes out of her ward. Then Asha's eyes go to Cameron's laptop kept there, after which she extracts Melinda's address from it, after which Asha gets ready and takes her mother's car keys. Asha immediately goes to Cassidy's ward and asks her everything. Cassidy tells her the same story of how the Grim Reaper hurt her too, but the parents do not believe this. Then Asha tells that the Grim Reaper attacks the children only when their parents are worried about their children. Thinking about the Grim Reaper, Asha says that she knows the reason for all this. Khan will go to Melinda's house. On the other hand, Sarah is worried about not finding Asha in work. Then she also finds the same address in her laptop, after which she also leaves to reach that address. On the other hand, reaches Melinda's house. Grim asks her about Katie, to which Melinda says that she does not know anything about it. Asha asks Melinda to meet her son, but Melinda makes an excuse and closes the gate. Asha was still in doubt, that is why she went to the house. She goes to the back part where she finds a broken phone and laptop, after which she understands everything. Now Asha enters the house from the back door and reaches the girl. While they are talking, Melinda is there, but she comes with a gun and locks both of them in the room. Now Asha's mother had also reached there. She interrogates Melinda, but Melinda tells that her daughter's mental balance is not good. Sarah gives Asha a strong scolding. She slaps her and then starts taking her away because Sarah was worried about Asha. That is why the now Grim cut comes after Asha, but Asha soon distracts her mother, and then the Grim cut also disappears. Now she goes back to Melinda's house, but Melinda now starts making excuses as if she has not done anything. Sarah hears the sounds coming from her house and runs upstairs. She opens the door of the room where she sees the baby hanging in the air, which is being held by the Grim Reaper. But Sarah could not see him, and now Sarah is convinced that the Grim Reaper is real. Meanwhile, Melinda comes from behind Sarah at gunpoint. She takes it, soon a scuffle starts between them, due to Melinda's attention gets diverted from her child, and Grim Caddy disappears from there. Stabs his mother in the leg. As soon as she gets free from Grim Caddy, she falls down the stairs. Sarah and Asha bring this child with them. On the other hand, when Amir sees Grim Caddy's search history, he starts in Cameron's laptop. Worried for her, they take the child to the hospital, where by now many children had been injured due to Grim Caddy. Sarah comes to her husband Amir and explains to him that he should not think about Grim Caddy and he should inject unconsciousness. Hearing all this, Amir Cameron doesn't understand why his wife is behaving like this. Then the police come there and take Sarah away for interrogation. Meanwhile, Cameron goes to Asha. Just saw Grim Caddy, who's later Asha tells her that the Grim Reaper attacks only when the children's parents are thinking too much about them. Asha locks Cameron in a room where she sees her dad. The Grim Reaper tells Cameron to move away. He starts doing it because his dad Grim Katie only. Asha tells her dad not to think about Grim Katie, otherwise he can cause more harm to us. But Amir's attention does not go away from Cameron, after which runs out of the hospital to distract her dad, and now attention goes towards Asha. So now Grim Caddy catches Asha. Asha stabs her with a knife, but it has no effect on Grim Caddy. Amir also comes there and Asha stabs her dad in the leg, but Amir still follows Asha, and with this, Grim Caddy also follows Asha. Grim Caddy hangs Asha high in the air. Seeing this, Amir now understands the whole thing, and he takes the injection in his hand and injects himself. As soon as Amir becomes unconscious, Grim Caddy disappears from there. After Amir is taken to the hospital, and now everything is fine. It was absolutely fine, with which this ends here, friends. In this movie, basically, there is an evil entity targeting those children whose parents were worried about their children. Thinking about Grim Caddy was the reason why children were hurting their parents, so that they would stop thinking about Grim Caddy. Well, the same was happening with Asha and Cameron, trying hard to convince their parents, but his parents were not ready to listen to him. But when the truth came in front of them, Grim Caddy disappeared from there. You like the story of Grim Caddy?